So, after how many months we are going to do a dugout on a test match preview?
First week of July.
Yeah, 4 months after that, 5 months.
Not a good start that was, no?
Yeah.
I mean,
COVID.
2 days before the
No, we lost
test
that
match,
game.
Rohit pulled out.
COVID.
No, not 2 days. I mean, a week before the test match. I was there in England.
Yes.
And
Leicestershire warm-up.
a week before the test match, we got to know that he's down with COVID.
Yes.
And India wasted yet another opportunity. Yet another opportunity to win a series in
England.
In fact, this year has been a tale of missing opportunities.
South
I don't know,
Africa.
somehow. I remember in the year 2003, that was my first year in television in AajTak. And the year ender, so as to say, and you know, those years you would have many year enders, sports year ender, business, and all that. So one of the year enders, the special show was called Hona Saka. Hona Saka, something that could not happen or materialize.
Yes.
So you talk about different things, ki ye umeed thi, but ye ho na saka. So this year has been ho na saka for India.
Yes.
A perfect opportunity to win in South Africa.
Didn't.
You lost.
Yeah.
The first worthwhile tournament or a series this year.
Absolutely.
You lost.
And didn't win anything in South Africa.
After winning the
first test, yeah.
After leading. Then the England test match,
Yeah.
because you were 2-1 up and you went there to play the last test match, you lost.
You lost.
The Asia Cup. You were the defending champions. You were the team.
Everybody had already announced that it will be an India-Pakistan final. And
3
then
games, India, Pakistan.
And then India will win the final.
It was a
eventually.
given. It was a cakewalk. You could not even make it to the finals.
Yes.
The World Cup.
World Cup, we were.
I mean, again.
I won't say.
Again,
we were
this
sure.
was no, but this was the biggest hook for Indian cricket in the last 12 months.
Yes.
You lost.
But
हो ना सका ना?
हाँ.
हो ना सका?
Yeah, World Cup I would say होना नहीं था.
यार ऐसे नहीं यार. When you are in the same finals, don't tell me on the morning of the same final in India, you were sitting here and thinking India तो जीत ही नहीं सकता. No, having reached the same final, you know, it's a matter of 1 or 2 good days. You could have won the World Cup, yeah. See, Pakistan played in the finals, na?
Yeah.
Would you have expected Pakistan to make it to the semi-finals or the finals?
Not finals. Not finals.
So.
Not finals.
And now, again, the New Zealand series and this and that, let's take that out of the equation. Even though losing to Bangladesh in Bangladesh is also a reflection. Yes, it's also a reflection on the kind of cricket that you played this year.
Yes. It's a 7-year cycle repeating, isn't it? 2015 World Cup semi-final got thrashed, got beaten Bangladesh. 7 years later, World Cup semi-final. World Cup
But he's right. And why?
No, he's absolutely right.
Yeah, absolutely. And why is Bangladesh Hona Saka type of a jingoism? Because you lost a series in 2015 and this was perhaps an opportunity to make up for that lost series.
And you had to make a fresh start
Exactly.
after the World Cup defeat.
Yes.
You lost in New Zealand, you lost in Bangladesh. So that's the point. Your World Cup 2023 preparation has started
on a
wrong note.
Yes.
2 wrong notes, in fact.
So
not 1 but 2.
Yes.
So either you can say let bygones be bygones, or you can learn from history. That is up to you as in the team, the selectors, the team management, you know, the entire cricket setup.
Yep.
But we are sitting here on the eve of that another test series, this time against Bangladesh, and thanks to Pakistan.
Yes.
Thanks to
Baseball.
Thanks to Pakistan, India are now in with a very good chance of actually making it to the final of that World Test Championship. That is, of course, scheduled next year.
You said a very good chance of making it to the World Test Championship. Is it a very good chance?
It's a good
or
chance.
a sneaking possibility?
I think it's a good chance because see, I know. I hope
2 test matches in Bangladesh, 4 in India.
4 in
Yeah.
India.
You cannot lose any. You've got to win at least 5.
Even if you lose one,
subject to South Africa
Yes.
being
Yes.
thrashed by Australia.
Which is a very
may
tall
not,
task.
which may not be that
Very
easy.
tall task.
And here we are saying that India can actually afford to lose one game. I think Australians, they won't be any pushovers here in
won't
India.
be. Yes.
You never know, because that is what we thought when England came here one fine day on the morning of that test match, that first test match with Joe Root in that imperious form.
Double hundreds in Sri Lanka.
And then they won an important toss, and the kind of wickets that we usually prepare for visiting teams that can backfire at times,
Yes.
and that is exactly what happened. Although we did win that series, but then still
It backfired even in 2017 almost, because
Yes.
Pune, you prepared a dust bowl. Steve Smith played an innings of his lifetime. Nathan Lyon and Steve O'Keefe together. O'Keefe 6 for 35 in both innings. And here, India can afford to lose one, but if they lose two, then they have to depend on other results.
What I'm trying to say is that you're already talking about the India-Australia series.
But
that
this-
it may be a tricky series for India. Is this not a tricky series for India?
Banana peel. This is a banana peel of a series
Bangladesh,
for
India, two test matches. You think they're not
will
tricky
you not fancy
anymore?
No, but I would still fancy India's chances of
No,
winning
is it a given that India is going to win?
No, nothing is given, but I would still say, considering
Times have changed, boss.
considering how Bangladesh play in test matches, and also there is a good possibility that tomorrow Shakib Al Hasan, by the way, may not feature in that 11. Their regular captain in test matches, Shakib Al Hasan, he may not feature. Taskin Ahmed, of
What's
course,
the problem with Shakib?
I think he had some issue during the nets, and then he was taken to the hospital also. So he may not feature in that 11. And Taskin Ahmed, of course, he was brought back into the playing 11 after the first two ODIs, and he was thrashed black and blue by the Indian batters, primarily Ishan Kishan and Virat Kohli. And he I think is not going to play the test match.
Yeah, if that happens, then Bangladesh are already 60% of their squad is gone.
And Bangladesh, they don't have a great record in Test cricket in the recent
Yes.
past, except for that New Zealand Test match and one Test match they won in Zimbabwe, and that.
Although, if I may argue, in the last 5 to 6 years, they have won tests against England and Australia in Bangladesh.
No, but
only in Mirpur.
No, but this was when.
16, 17.
I'm saying last year.
Last year, yeah.
So this year I
struggled in West Indies.
This year they won just one Test match in New Zealand. Of course,
Yeah.
that's
That knocked New Zealand out.
That's commendable.
Yeah.
Okay. Then last year I doubt if they won any Test match. I think since last 3-4 years they haven't won
Many
anything.
tests, yeah.
I think they've won just 2 Test matches.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think first now that we are sitting here, what should be India's playing 11 versus Bangladesh? Will it be Kuldeep Yadav or Akshar Patel, or will it be a toss-up between Jaydev Unadkat and Shardul Thakur? First, I think let's get this thing out of our system. Give me your playing 11 first.
Oh, I said yesterday also.
So then I'll ask.
No,
he wasn't
you
there.
need to be reminded. I also need to be refreshed.
No, because I remember, and
No, my 11 is Shubman Gill, Rahul, Pujara, Virat, Shreyas Rishabh, Ashwin Kuldeep, Umesh Siraj, and I was a bit confused between Shardul and Jaydev Unadkat.
give me one name out of these two.
I think it should be Jaydev Unadkat.
Okay, now what will be the playing 11?
Could be Jaydev Unadkat.
I'm saying what will be the playing 11, especially the lower middle order. This is, I agree. In
So
fact,
you are saying that Akshar Patel may come in
no,
for
I'm
Kuldeep.
asking you, are you
No,
confident
looking at the wicket, they may also play 3 spinners.
Yeah.
You never know what kind of
Because
wicket
that's
you
what
get.
Paras Mamre had said in the press conference.
Yeah.
That we had a look at the wicket. It's a very flat deck. You would want to play either 3 spinners or 2 pacers, 3 pacers or 2 spinners that we'll take at the
No,
point.
that though obviously either this or that.
I think they should go with 3 spinners. Considering it's Bangladesh, the wickets can crumble.
So your 2 fast bowlers, I believe the batting would remain same
The
for you
batting
also?
is the same.
So bowling, you'll have Siraj and Umesh as your 2
Umesh.
fast bowlers,
Yeah.
and 3 spinners.
Ashwin, Axar, Kuldeep.
Kuldeep, all 3 play. I think Kuldeep played that. Acha, maybe they didn't have any
After
other
that
option.
Sydney test, where he picked up a 5 wicket, he
wicket
played
out.
only 1 test.
Yeah, I know.
This is how you're treating a guy who can be a potential match winner every single
Who?
time. Kuldeep Yadav. As we say,
How many test matches has he played since that Sydney test match
one.
2019?
One.
He had a 5-wicket haul.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this was before the 19 World Cup.
Yes.
And during the World Cup, he was dropped.
Yes.
After the World Cup,
After
he
that
was.
assault against England.
Yeah, so
Richard
after
Rowe
the
was-
World Cup, he was banished.
Totally.
He's never been the same again.
Absolutely. Neither in Indian cricket, neither in the IPL.
So how were you treating him? Did you want
can you
Kuldeep
stop somewhere,
Yadav
please?
to continue being a match
Yeah, that's
winner,
fine.
or did you just want to reject him?
Reject him.
So
I don't know for what reason.
And by the way, it was after that test match that Ravi Shastri said that if you talk about
and this
India's-
is what Dash Jan is also
India's
saying.
number 1 overseas spinner. You would remember Ravi Shastri when he said that Kuldeep Yadav is India's number 1 spinner when it comes to playing overseas. And it didn't go down too well with Ashwin also when he recently made that remark that I was thrown under the bus by Ravi Shastri.
Yeah.
So anyways, I think my 11 would also be virtually the same one, just that we'll have to see if you're going to play 3 spinners or 3 fast bowlers.
But
Knowing KL Rahul to be a defensive captain, Axar and Shardul may both play tomorrow for to add strength to their batting. This is Aditya Kavlekar.
So till number 9 you will have batting if that is the case.
I think if they may just go in with a Shardul Thakur if Kuldeep Yadav is playing.
They may. So you are going with 3 pacers and 2 spinners.
I would go in with 3 pacers and 2 spinners, and like I said, my second spinner will not be Akshar Patel. A little unfair on him because he's done well in whatever chances that he's gotten. But I think you should also look ahead of him now. Look beyond him. Jadeja, anyways, when he comes back, will be in the side, and you can't have both Jadeja and Akshar Patel. So try and groom Kuldeep Yadav. Try to get something out of Kuldeep Yadav. You know, maybe in test matches you play him. Maybe against Australia also you give him an opportunity. And maybe, you never know, he finds his place and the confidence for the ODIs.
Yep.
You never know. You never know.
Exactly. But Saeed Irfan, I think we've conveyed your point. 3 spinners, he's saying, not 3 seamers, because he's saying Shardul Thakur may not be too effective on this kind of a wicket.
And remember, Bangladesh, left arm
Yeah, but the
spinners,
problem
paradise.
is just 2 medium pacers can also be a long haul.
Exactly.
What if, like you said, if it's a flat wicket and initially there is some movement, there's some bounce. I remember in Chittagong there's generally some bounce for the faster bowlers to begin with. So why would you not want to exploit that?
As a cricket lover is making a point. He's already issued a disclaimer before he starts his comment. He's saying Virat Kohli, no hate first.
Yes.
He said Vic. I don't know if this is Virat. Oh, this is for you rather.
Vic, no hate. Matlab, no hate for me.
No hate for you. But he's saying, do you think KL Rahul and Babar Azam can't score in pressure situations, especially when it comes to chasing?
Flat wicket bullies.
So you would always go by the records and the recent past. So Babar has, and I think Babar was very irritated yesterday in the press conference.
Yes.
But that was a very valid question. If you're trying to win or save a test match, you would depend a lot on Babar Azam. And if he doesn't score runs and the team loses, questions will be asked of him. What I've found out is that both of them are almost similar in captaincy.
Yeah.
Both have a very defensive mindset in terms of captaincy. Both Rahul and Babar Azam. And when things are going right, it works. When the situation demands you to be a little more positive, then you let the game drift away. And I think this is what's been happening with both of them.
The other Rahul is a better captain, no?
Which one?
This Rahul?
Rahul Rawat, outstanding, yeah. Outstanding.
I have 100% records.
No.
By the way.
See, records again. It doesn't matter how many games
Hey,
you
as
win.
a
Yeah.
captain.
No. See, bilateral, your captains will have all the records and then you lose in the ICC tournaments. Not. That's not important. What is important is that he won us a crunch game while we were down
Yes.
and didn't give up. He kept trying and then we won the game.
We need this Rahul in Mirpur and in Chittagong at this point.
But yeah, so I'll be somebody like a captain who can't bat, who can't bowl. Anyways, our 3 captains in 3 formats. The plan going ahead in Indian cricket, following news, what is floating around.
No, I think what will happen is you will have Hardik Pandya as your T20 captain. Rohit Sharma will continue as your one-day captain till the World Cup. He is your test captain, of course. I don't know how long. But after the World Cup, depending on the result, maybe you would also want to give Hardik Pandya the one-day captaincy.
Yeah. I
So you can't ever have 3 captains.
But I think Rohit,
2 is okay to go.
you know, if these players, they have to prolong their careers, I think they will have to give up one format or the
Yes.
other. And for Rohit, I think
Serious
Test-
questions on his fitness.
Test cricket might be a better, if you actually are raising these questions on his fitness, then I think it is better that he gives up, or it is his decision ultimately that he gives up Test cricket, because Virat, I doubt, will give up Test cricket.
No, Virat is fit enough.
Absolutely.
Virat, in the 2 formats that he'll play for, India in the ODIs and Test matches, I think his fitness is. There's never been any doubt on his fitness, or maybe his motivation.
Yeah.
YSJ boys, I feel the reason that players get bigger in stature, just like KL Rahul,
Of course.
why do you keep him in the same bracket as Virat and Rohit?
Well, you've got a similar purse for all the teams, and you've got a structure where your top player will have almost the same kind of money. And I think there's a bar on the upper limit as well
For purse?
yeah,
Money? Yeah.
individual, one player.
Yeah.
So that's
I think it's 17 crores. I think
17 or 18? 17.
No,
but
this
under
is the
figure,
official,
you can always give up. So for example, see, if he is a real estate giant, for example, if he is he owns a company, he is into what business? What business would you prefer?
what?
If you have a business, say electrical appliances, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and he has a company. So what can happen is he can have a top player playing a company as a franchisee in IPL.
Yeah.
And if he gets a top player, so he can always go up to that 17 crore mark, and then
You can have endorsements.
exactly
Sign him up for endorsements.
Exactly.
Endorsements.
And there's no bar. I mean, you want to pay him 2 crore, you pay him 2 crore. You want to pay him 20 crore, you pay him 20 crore. As somebody who's endorsing the product.
Yes, so that's how it
Yes.
works. इस इंडिया ने क्या जीता? सिर्फ 2 ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज और इतनी हाइप, विराट वो इंडिया पिछले डिकेड, दिस इज अंधेरा कायम रहे. आई थिंक ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज तो यार वी कांट जस्ट
that was
push them
epic.
under the carpet. That's actually that's the pinnacle, I think, one of the pinnacles.
But you've not won a series in England.
South Africa.
And I think
Yeah, South Africa, New
South
Zealand.
Africa, you never won a series.
Yes.
Exactly.
New Zealand, you're not
Never won a
over
series.
10 years.
New Zealand, you won last
2009.
2009. After that, you've not won. So, yes, I agree with you. A lot still needs to be done.
Absolutely.
A lot still needs to be done.
Abhisar Agarwal, I think, is already talking about the future. He's saying, what are the replacements for Pujara in Test cricket for Indian team?
Well, there can be a Shubman Gill or somebody else, but then right now Pujara is starting this season,
Yeah.
and you'd be assuming that he'll also finish the season.
Yes.
6 Test matches, 2 against Bangladesh, 4 against Australia. So we would
Potentially 7. If
see
they
the
reach
problem
final.
now with Indian cricket is, as it is with most of the other teams as well. You cannot be so sure about your 11 every game.
Yes.
Because there's bound to be some injury or the other.
Yep.
And that kind of allows other players opportunities as well.
Good luck to India though, because if they reach the final, World Test Championship, IPL ends on May 31st. Your final is on 7th. June 7th at the Oval.
No, but it happened the last time as well. I think you had some
you had a significant
15, 18
gap.
days, that's it.
Yeah,
And
but
you would
here the gap is lesser.
No, but that was in June and this is in July.
No, this is also
And
in
by
June.
the way, you would remember.
June
No,
7th.
no, you would remember what happened then. So immediately after the IPL, what did New Zealand do? New Zealand went to Australia. Oh, sorry,
England. Two
They
tests.
played a
No,
two-test
they
series.
didn't go. They were scheduled to go. They had a
But
series.
that was a series that was arranged. It was not part of your
No,
World
but
Test
arranged
Championship
not
cycle.
at the last minute, but it had been arranged.
But it was because it was arranged looking at the World Test Championship final.
but then it suited New Zealand.
Yes.
And New Zealand had similar conditions back home. And having played 2 test matches also allowed you game time. India went there. All of a sudden, as is
Just
their
had one
want, they had
inter-game
no
squad.
practice games.
Yeah.
The only practice game they had wanted to play was among themselves.
Yes.
And then it started raining. You did not change your 11.
Yeah.
So, and you're
That's
not
what I'm-
prepared enough.
So that's what I'm saying. That series was arranged looking at the World Test Championship final, because that was not part of your World Test Championship
wasn't.
cycle.
It wasn't.
That anyways, there's a paid comment from Chandresh, your dear friend. He's asking Haryana all out
46.
In Lali.
in Lali.
Yeah.
Any
Nishant
comment?
Sindhu, the top scorer.
No,
19.
it's scary actually. Playing your cricket in
Lali?
Lali is
Yeah,
scary.
yeah, very.
So it also is a reflection on your domestic cricket.
Domestic talent, yeah.
Do you want to play and judge your players playing in Rajkot? See, why could a batsman not get 100? Himachal, in reply, got runs, no?
Yeah.
So it ultimately boiled down to the fact that the home team, Haryana, could not adjust to the conditions. And the first 2 hours in Lali will always be very, very dicey.
Yes.
It'll be the same tomorrow morning as well.
Yep.
Because these are winters.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Early morning spice on
because of the
wicket.
rice plantation.
Yeah.
Because
There's
it's
always moisture
damp.
content
Yes,
in there
yes.
because of the
So
water.
even
Yeah.
if you're playing in summers also there will be some moisture on the wicket, but now you're playing in winters, and I that's actually a right point.
Yeah.
You first need to have that kind of cricket also, that kind of cricketers also.
Yeah.
I remember Gautam Gambhir. You had Roshanara, you had Karnail Singh Stadium, you had Firozshah Kotla here in
yeah.
Delhi, but Gautam Gambhir would always insist on playing in Roshanara
because of the green tinge there.
yes, because
He was ready to take on the bowlers.
Yes, yes.
because he always thought
As
that
captain, he wanted his team to win. He had the fast
Yes.
bowlers. But he was also, as a batsman, willing to take on the
Yeah.
other fast bowlers.
Yes.
So, you see, playing in Lali requires the skill that not too many in India possess.
Yeah. I mean, I'd gone to cover the Devdara Trophy once, and Manoj Tiwari, I think, scored a brilliant 100. And Parthiv Patel, who was there, he was saying,
how did he get that 100?
by just applying himself and attacking. When
Yeah.
he got the loose ball, he attacked.
Exactly.
That's what
exactly what.
Because Basant Mohanty, the Odisha bowler, he was
Yes.
getting pace and bounce from the
So
wicket.
there would be one delivery with your name written on it.
Yes.
But there'd be a few good deliveries that you can hit.
Yep.
There'd be a few loose ones you'll have to hit, and that is how you will score runs.
Yes. Lali.
And once you've got,
Go down.
once you get 40 or 50 or 60 or 70, then
Yeah, it's.
हाँ ये ले लो ना यार सवाल यार ये कोई था वो राहुल
Rahul.
I wish Virat will fail in test match so that Vikrant gets a chance to criticize Virat.
यार.
आपको भी पूरी लिस्ट में एक वही क्वेश्चन
नहीं अब तो फिर क्या हो गया ले लेते हैं ना। वो भी तो he is also a cricket fan.
Do you want to respond to that?
No, I'll tell you what. He's a cricket fan A. He's a Sports Today subscriber B. And we must not forget this.
No, absolutely. I take.
Yep. So Rahul Java with the super chat. I love watching it. Indian games are so boring. Don't like the players backed by Indian management. Shardul, Axar, Rahul, Bhuvi will never win you big games in any format. Dravid's record is very bad. So, but is
Shardul won you a test match in Brisbane, yaar.
Yes.
And at the Oval.
And at the Oval, Axar Patel stepped in for Jadeja, won you home test matches.
Yeah.
And KL Rahul is also,
One in
he
England
scored runs.
also. Lords.
Bhubaneswar also.
Lords
I
test
mean,
match. Lords or over?
120, no, Lords, 127.
But I think what he must be trying to say is Now.
get out of these.
Now.
Yeah.
Not then.
Can't rest on past laurels then. So, any other... Okay. Sarfaraz Khan, GGK should have been Sarfaraz Khan instead of Ishwaran. Team man didn't even
They
have
needed an opener, no? They needed an opener.
Opener.
Yeah.
And Sarfaraz is a middle order. There is no problem with the middle order. But unfortunately...
Meet Soni saying, why is India not playing with leg spinners in test matches?
I think that's the norm, no?
No, but why?
I think it's written somewhere
What?
that leg spinners will, of course, India has changed that norm also, that leg spinners or wrist spinners will play white ball cricket and
Will be part of the
finger
white
spinners
ball.
will
Yeah,
play.
but don't even play white ball cricket.
But unfortunately, in India's case now, because they were doing so well, you've gotten rid of the wrist spinners also.
Yeah, I mean, Kuldeep occasionally played. Yajvendra Chahal never played red ball cricket.
And you also have
Chahal is going to play in the next round of
Baroda.
Ranji Trophy.
Yes.
against Baroda.
He's playing against Baroda.
Yep.
And what if Rohit Sharma is here? Who should bench?
It will be
who should be
Shubman
benched? Shubman.
Opener will be benched.
What if Shubman Gill gets 100?
Then
I have my doubts whether or not Rohit will go back for the second test match.
I think his primary focus will be that 4 tests against Australia. That's it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, because February, March, that is that crucial period. January onwards, 9 ODIs, 4 tests for 2 ICC events in 2023. You are going to play 2 ICC events if India qualifies, that is. The situation is simple for India. Win 5 out of 6, provided Australia thrash South Africa. That's about it. Rajkumar Bharadwaj. India has the players, but somehow has not performed at par with its ability. How do you see India's bowling attack in Bangladesh? If they pick the right bowlers, they should win easily. But picking that right team nowadays seems to be the ultimate.
They will also need to have runs on the board.
Yeah, because India's batting has been a bone of contention.
Exactly. Chalo. Anyways,
Yes.
I think let's call it a day. It's been an enterprising, exciting day, and I think there's lots coming your way because tonight Argentina are going to play Croatia for a place in the finals of the World Cup 2014. It was Argentina who made it to the finals, and 4 years later in 2018 Croatia made it to the finals. This time let's see who makes it to the final. And also, by the way, Nikhil Nas and Anuj Shukla are there reporting only and only for you people, sending you
And the test match starts at 9 a.m.
lots of stories
12
also,
hours to
and
14
lots
hours.
of color stories also from inside and outside the ground. And also we'll have a keen eye on the test match also.
14 hours
at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So we'll be here back tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. for all the updates. Let's see what exactly is the playing 11. So do subscribe to Sports Today and also press the bell icon so that whenever we go live, you are the first ones to get to know about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Vanakkam.